Yeah,
No, nigga, that's just part of the game, nigga. It's just that's a problem. That's how a lot of niggas be getting killed too, cause like niggas be getting in
exactly.
their feelings. And when you really supposed to be checking your girl, nigga, not the nigga.
Checking the dude. You can't check a dude that don't know you exist.
Exactly, like
Like you can't check a dude like a dude don't know you exist. Even no. Actually, no. Even if he know you exist, but don't know you personally. If he don't
right.
know you personally, if he don't know you personally and everything and shit, he has no loyalties to you. So therefore, it's different. Where like, all right, I meet a chick you messing with and everything and shit. Like, you know me personally,
Right.
but I'm smashing her. That's different. That's some beef shit. Like that's real
Yeah.
beef shit. That's some beef shit. I'm pretty sure you gonna be on some shit. Like nah, bro. Like that's my bitch. Like what the fuck you doing?
Yeah, that's
You know what I mean?
disrespectful.
That's disrespectful. But
Right.
but if I didn't know you, that's a whole different situation.
Yeah.
You know what I
Fair
mean?
game.
Like yeah, it's fair game. Like so it's like that's how I think. You know what I mean? Like that's how I think. I can't
Yeah.
be. I don't be on no shit. Like yeah, like
Yeah, I feel you.
yeah.
But what you think about? All right, what you think about that Megan Thee Stallion and Tory Lane situation? So like, do you think like black people like in the culture like we take that snitching shit too far? Cause like I feel like that nigga ain't do that shit and he ain't say nothing because he don't want to snitch. He don't want to be called a snitch, especially snitching on a female. Cause I think her friend shot her, but he took the rap for it. But do you think we take
I'm not very knowledgeable on the situation.
the say? All right,
I know like a situation where Tory Lane shot her in the foot, right?
that's what allegedly what happened. But
Yeah.
a lot of people saying that shit false, and they saying a witness said that her and her friend was fighting, and her friend actually shot her. He was just in the middle of the shit,
Mm,
but she got immunity, so she wasn't. She got out the situation somehow, and it was put on him.
okay.
But I'm saying though, like, would you be like, how would you, like, if you know you ain't do that shit, right? You think that snitching, like saying no, I ain't do that shit, taking a stand and saying like, I ain't do that shit. You know what I'm saying? Because he didn't even take the stand because he didn't want to seem like a snitch according to our rules in the streets and shit. You know what I'm saying? You know how that shit go. So what would you do in that situation? On some real shit.
I ain't do that shit
On some
now.
real shit.
I ain't do that shit and I don't know who did it.
Right. But would you
I,
you'll take the stand? You'll take the stand, right?
yeah, I ain't do that
Yeah.
shit and I don't know who did it.
That's all
I
he had to
like
do.
that's the whole thing. I ain't do that shit and I don't know who did it. Like, you know what I mean? Like, even if I knew who did it, like
I don't know who did it. Fuck it. I
yeah,
don't know nothing.
I don't know, dick. Like shit. Like it's situations where like I feel us us niggas, like us niggas, even Latinas, we think differently. Like
Mm,
our brains are hardwired differently.
right.
You know what I mean? Where like even if we know, we're not gonna fucking say like, yeah,
Right.
fucking yeah, fucking Howard did it. Yeah. Fucking Howard. Yeah, Howard did it.
Yeah, that's
Fuck
the that
Howard.
shit. But niggas be capping, bro. Like they be talking about I ain't snitching, I ain't snitching. Some niggas like if they get in that situation, they gonna tell nigga. I don't care. All these street niggas that be so called street niggas when they get in that get that pressure on them nigga,
They
they
will
gonna tell
too.
nigga. You see what that nigga Gunna did to Young Thug? He was like,
Yeah,
yup, yup,
gunning
yup,
like he did like career suicide with that.
yup.
But yeah, like, but I mean, like, my whole thing is like if I'm involved in something and everything and shit, and I know it's not right, like then I get caught. Why would I tell? Because I know that what I'm doing is not right.
Like you know the consequences of that shit
Yeah, like
already.
it doesn't. I mean, like my whole thing is like it doesn't have to be like jail shit. It could be work. You know what I mean? Like you go to work and everything. You see somebody doing some dumb shit and everything and shit. Like why? What's the point of telling on them? Like you know what I mean? Like what?
Right,
What's the point of telling on them? Like I mean, like hey, they found out a loophole. Like what? Hey,
right. I
you
just
know.
think, nigga, I think we take that shit too far. That don't snitch shit too far, nigga. Cause like, I'm not going to jail for no other nigga, bro. Especially if I
Yeah,
ain't do that shit. I don't give a fuck. I'm like, nigga, I ain't do it, nigga. I ain't gonna say, I ain't gonna go be like, oh yeah, pointing fingers and shit. But I ain't had nothing to do with that shit, dog.
but
Like,
that's not snitching.
yeah.
That's not snitching. You say you don't know who the fuck did it. You know what I mean? You're like, I don't know what the fuck did it.
But I know I didn't do that shit.
You may know who did it, but you just said like I don't know who did it and everything and stuff like that. So it's like it's not snitching. You know, you like I don't know the situation right now, man. I don't know the situation. I just happen to be here. Like fuck, like I don't know
All I know is I ain't do that shit.
exactly 100. That's like that's a whole thing, bro. Like that's the whole thing, man. Like I get it. Yeah, yeah.
All right, all right. Next
So
topic. Oh, go
yeah.
ahead. What you about to say? Go ahead. My bad.
Yeah, what I'm saying is like I agree with what you said. You know,
Mm-hmm.
I agree. Yeah, like it's loopholes around that shit. Like you're not trying to do no time for some other niggas and everything and shit like that. But at the same time, you also saying like I don't know who did the shit.
Right, right.
Yeah, and I don't know. Fuck,
Yeah,
who did it?
yeah,
I don't know.
yeah. I feel you, bro. All
Yeah.
right, shit. All right, next clap. What's your top? Um, what's your top albums all the time? Like five top albums of all time. Well, so far, well, it could
Okay.
be whatever.
Okay. Number one, that's easier. Number one, my favorite album is Exodus from Bob Marley.
Okay.
Number
I
two,
know.
Thriller.
Okay.
Number three, Me Against the World.
Okay.
Number four, Blueprint.
Okay.
Number five, that's harder actually. You know what? I'll give that to fucking damn.
Mm-hmm.
Hate to say this shit and everything and shit because like R. Kelly.
Hey, nigga, no, for real, nigga.
It's like,
Besides, besides the fact that he get all that weird shit, but that nigga,
yeah,
when bro,
he
that nigga
had
is
some
cold.
fire, man.
That
Yeah,
nigga is he the best R&B nigga of all time for sure.
yeah, yeah.
I don't give a fuck about none of that. I mean, I ain't saying I don't give a fuck about what he did, but
Yeah, I know what he's
besides
saying. Like, yeah,
besides that shit, you know what I'm saying? That nigga cold.
yeah, R. Kelly, man. Like that green light shit. Like that shit was fire. Like, so I was like, ah,
Nah, for sure, nigga. I say
yeah, that's just okay.
mine is probably this an album I was raised. Like, I used to listen to this every day. That's why I'm putting it on here. Mace Harlem World,
That shit was fire.
nigga. That
That
was
shit
my
was
favorite.
fire. Yeah,
When I was like 12 years old, bro, I swear I used to listen to that every day, nigga.
100. That album was like fucking like inspirational, like fire, man.
Bruh, that shit was so cold to me, nigga.
Yeah.
Yep. And then another one I was raised on that shaped me, nigga. Both of them two probably shaped me how I rap now, nigga.
Okay.
That album Harlem World, and the one by Nas, what was it? It was not Illmatic, but what was the one with Lauryn Hill on it? If I Rule the World.
Still mad.
Was it Stillmatic? No, it wasn't Stillmatic. It was the one.
No, that was still mad.
You sure?
I think that was still Matic, actually. I may be wrong. Actually, I may be wrong, but I
It's
think that was still Matic.
whatever the one he got that song Black Girl Lost on there,
Yeah,
and it
that's
had
still Matic.
it's Stillmatic,
Yeah, yeah, I
or was
think
it?
that's still Matic.
Or was it I Am? No, 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 no. I'm
I am
tripping,
was
nigga.
later.
No, it was written.
Oh, it was
Yeah,
written. Yeah, you were. Yeah, it was written. Yeah, it was written. Yeah, that. Yeah, it was written. Yeah, it was
that
written.
was,
Yeah,
nigga. I
it
used
was
to listen
written.
to them. That
Yeah,
them two albums and that Snoop album that came out, that Doggy Style album. I used to listen to that shit
that shit was
every day.
fire. That shit was fire.
I was like, that's probably why some of my biggest influence in rap right now, like even to this day, nigga.
See, my whole thing is like niggas don't know about me. Niggas don't know about me. Like I'm a rapper and all, but at the same time, but like my biggest influence wasn't rap.
It's like other shit, yeah.
My biggest influence was like reggae, R and
Okay,
B. You know what I mean? Like my whole background, man. Like man, like my family from Africa.
right.
You know what I mean? Like so, like Africa, they listen to like reggae and this and this and this and this and this. Like so, like I'm listening to like Bob Marley. I'm listening to fucking like Yellow Man. You know what I mean? I'm listening to different people. You know what I mean? Like I was listening like to reggae and Motown before I knew
Hmm.
anything about rap.
Yeah.
The only reason why I even paid attention to rap and everything and shit because like that's the only thing I could actually do, and I wanted
Right.
to do music. That's the only thing I could actually do. You know what I mean? I can't sing.
Hmm.
So it's like yeah, but I could spit a dope 16 bars.
Yeah. That.
So it's like yeah. So music and everything, like I'm a fan of music. So that's why I'm like fucking like niggas don't really know about K-Tek. Like niggas don't know that like reggae actually like influenced my whole shit.
Okay.
Influenced everything. Like it was reggae.
I feel you, nigga. Shit.
And
Yeah.
Motown, reggae and Motown.
Yeah. Motown, man, nigga, we
Yeah.
from the D. Of course, that shit going like that's why I
Honestly,
always.
same with you. When I listen to you, I know Motown has a lot to do with you.
Hell yeah. Why you think my
Has a
beats?
lot to do. Yeah, yeah, exactly. Like Motown has a lot to do with you and everything and shit. You like honestly, man. I mean, like me and you have like a few songs together and everything and shit. Like, bro, like you one of the niggas and everything and shit. Where like, damn man, this nigga on this song, I gotta spit.
Mm-hmm. I
I
gotta come with it.
I
Nigga
gotta
said I
rap.
gotta come with it. I
Fuck, I
feel you.
gotta actually rap. Fuck.
Yeah. Nigga. Niggas be going hard though.
Yeah, man. Like I was talking to Mo about you one time and everything. Even Mo was like, "Man, you got some." Mo was like, "You got some fire ass shit, man." Like he
No.
knows, like you got like you don't put out nothing like whack. Like you like actually like put time in your music. Like you actually like, like production and like what you write, everything is like top tier. Like, you do your shit. Even Mo know that shit. Like even Mo know like you always drop some dope shit.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, like
Yeah, I be
that's
trying to
one
put out.
like yeah,
Nah, yeah, I was about to say, nigga, yeah, I can't like just put out anything, nigga. I don't do
yeah.
that shit.
I know you don't.
You know what I'm saying?
I know
I
you
put the
don't, man. You on my playlist. Like you got like a million songs on my playlist, bro.
show.
Like you like I actually listen to your music, man. Like, you know what I mean? I'm a fan, like, and I'm your friend. Yes, I'm your friend and everything before anything, but I'm also
Mm-hmm.
your friend. Yeah, I'm also your fan,
For sure.
so it's like, yeah, like, yeah, like,
Yeah, yeah, nigga. Yeah, no, I was about to say, damn, what we was on? I forgot what the fuck we was talking about. Always talking about albums and shit, right?
yeah,
All right, I said, shit. But no, what you was just talking about, yeah, nigga, you know what I'm saying? We've been doing this music shit for a minute, you know what I'm saying?
funny.
I didn't even know you could rap, like, you know what I'm saying? Cause we was at school, I'm thinking everybody, you know what I'm saying, on some school shit, you know what I'm saying? When I met you and shit, I was
Hmm,
like, oh,
hmm,
this nigga cold. And I heard your shit, I was like,
hmm.
yeah, this nigga cold for real, okay. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Damn, that shit was so long. It was long ago, but it don't seem like it was that long ago.
no, it
That's
was
what
long ago. It
he
was
said. It
long
was
ago.
long.
It was long
Well,
ago.
when I meet you, like 2008 or some shit,
I don't remember.
cause I
It's
went to
around
my,
that time.
cause I met you at school crab, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So I started at school crab in 2007, so it had to be 2007.
I mean, we both was on the same journey. We both was on the same shit. Like we both was like on some like shit. Like we met the same people like JP. Like you know what I mean, Jorge Peniche.
Yeah,
Remember that nigga? You know what I mean? We was meeting the same niggas. You know what I mean? Like we was around that time. We was like in the same circle. Like that's how we became cool and shit. Like we like
yeah,
we like you know what I mean? Like it's just what happened. Like you was a rapper, you was dope as fuck. I was a rapper and everything and shit. Then like we all collabed and everything and shit. Then we had Mo. Mo came and everything and shit. And
I ain't gonna lie, nigga. Back then, I wasn't even really rapping on this. Like, I didn't even feel like I was cold back then. Like, nigga, I was on some still trying to find myself type shit, nigga. You know what I'm saying? It's different now. I found myself now, but back then, I was really still trying to. Cause I was first on some beat shit, just making beats. I wasn't even gonna rap, but
nah, nigga, you was cold as fuck. Nigga, you was cold as fuck. Like I mean, like I was talking to Ryan. You remember Ryan?
yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I was talking to Ryan, man. Ryan was like, man, that dude lyrical as hell, man. Like, I remember one time I was talking to Ryan and everything. He was like, yeah, 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 Jay, man, he lyrical, man. He got that shit. You know what I mean? He got that shit. Like, like
For sure.
you was one person. Like, I know if I have to do a song with, I know I gotta actually like try to be like at least equal
Yeah,
lyrically.
yeah.
You ain't kicking my ass on the same song, bro. Let me hear your verse first, nigga.
He said, "Let me get my shit first." Nah, nigga, I feel you, bro. Like,
I mean, but no, but it was situations and everything and shit where like, yeah, like you kicked my ass in some songs, man. You know what I mean? But that's some real nigga shit though. I mean, like I only do songs with people I'm fans with, and that's what
right.
niggas don't know.